we appreciate it. I think what we needed to do tonight. I told the team we wanted to come out and do a couple things. We wanted to set the tone with aggressive defense. So we came out pressing kind of the way we ended the Ohio State game. We talked about playing fast on offense, but also doing that with discipline. And then last thing is we talked about playing to our level, playing to a level that we feel like we're trying to get to and being the best that we've been this season. Those were our goals. I thought we did a really nice job of forcing turnovers and at the same time not turning the ball over a ton ourselves. There were a couple that we'd like to have back, but for the most part I thought we were able to play at a pace and make them uncomfortable without losing our comfort zone. There's always things we can get better. We were a little bit ragged at times, and there's a lot of room for improvement, but I loved our effort. I loved our ability to use depth, and it's a good win going into the holiday break.
Okay, and now we'll open it up for questions for Coach and the meetings.
Any holiday plans?
Me personally,
Sure.
I'm gonna go recruiting tomorrow. Exactly. Basketball never stops, as they say. And then I'm gonna go to New York for a couple days to see my family, which should be fun. But looking forward to coming back to seeing these young women that I love dearly on the 26th.
They had closed to within 16-10 at one point, and then Fu kind of took over in that stretch a little bit. She hit like a 3, and then I think she scored 8 points in that stretch, and the lead was never really in jeopardy again. Can you talk about her play today?
Yeah, I looked at her in the huddle and I said, "Fu, take over." So I've been saying this to my assistants the last couple of days. I think Fu might be the most improved player, even over the course of during the season. Forget about from last year to this year. I think she has completely bought into what the positions that we want to put her in, and then has the ability to score in a lot of different ways. I think her confidence is really high. I think she's playing very smart. I think she's practicing really well, which often translates into playing well. So really proud of her. I think she can be such a tremendous scorer for us. I think her defense is really picked up, and tonight you just saw what she's capable of. She scored a bunch of points in the minutes that she was in, and I thought she did it very under control with a lot of confidence.
Fu, is that the difference this year? Do you feel like you're under control more, like Coach said?
Yeah, I definitely do. I think a lot of it has to do with confidence and being poised. I definitely feel like more confident to drive and make the right decisions on offense and defense.
How does the mindset change now that you're going into conference play? All of you can answer.
I'll start by saying that I think that from the beginning of the year, we've been trying to become what we call an elite team. And they've been really good at focusing on the task at hand, whether that's Ohio State or Dartmouth. As it shifts into conference play, I think any college basketball team that stops getting better or that stops staying together and moving forward and continuing to improve is not going to be in March. So I think our team will keep that mindset, and as coaches, we'll help them keep that mindset. That being said, I think they also understand that a Pac-12 championship is won as much on the road in Corvallis as it is, at home against UCLA and when we go across the bay to play Stanford. So I think that they know the importance of each game in conference, but that's the mindset we've had all along, so hopefully that's not going to be a hard transition. And they get up for these conference opponents, so that's a good thing for us.
Yeah, I think we're learning how to, there's no doubt about it, we all want a Pac-12 championship, but instead of just looking at, okay, well, LA at home and then Stanford on the road, it's like, no, whatever's first that weekend, and then that Thursday game and that Saturday game, and then just one at a time. You can't win the whole Pac-12 in one weekend.
Talia, can you talk a little bit today about what happened with their defense? Because you guys gave up a lot of blocked shots. Like, they blocked the ball,
Yeah.
It seemed like every time you guys went inside, they blocked you guys. So.
Yeah, they were pretty tall. I don't know. I think I got to look for myself personally. I didn't have a lot of lift today. Period. That's all I can say. Yeah. We're not used to that. So
I think they did a good job of sandwiching our posts. I thought we got catches, and our guards were looking for them. And then finishes all of a sudden were, kind of crowded.
Yeah.
We missed some point-blank ones, but I thought Dartmouth did a good job of saying we're going to try and take away their bigs, and yet we could still get the ball inside. We just didn't finish as well as we can. But we have confidence in our post to be able to figure it out and score in a lot of different ways, and we were obviously able to push the tempo today, make it a little bit more more up and down, which helped us out.
DP will work with us.
Brittany got scuffed up a little bit in the beginning. Is she doing better? She kind of
Yeah, I
was
think
a little
she's fine.
wobbly.
She's fine. The stat I like, 4 assists, 1 turnover. So I thought she did a good job with that. She fell to the floor hard, but she's a tough kid. She's just fine.
The other thing that maybe, Coach, you can talk about, or Talia, you can talk about, is the rebounding. Like at half, there was only like a 5 rebound differential, and then obviously the second half, you guys really took over again. Was there like a refocus on that? What happened in the first half that there wasn't much of a difference?
I know we have a really good rebound margin. Nationally, I think we're second or third now. But we don't talk about that. We don't. We talk about limiting them to 1 shot, and we know that's just what we do as our bigger guards and our posts just go to the boards.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't say, hey, the rebound margin is close. We just said, let's get on the boards. We missed the first one, let's get the second one. But I feel like our posts do such a good job just inherently of getting after it that that's not something we necessarily have to bring up. Any further questions for the ladies? Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.